Well, hey guys, we are live. Good morning. It is Brent Abel here at webtennis.com. Hope you're having a great start to the day wherever you are out here in the West Coast, 7 a.m. Pacific, California desert, Rancho Mirage, the Mission Hills Country Club. Beautiful morning on tap so far. So looking forward to another great workout this morning with the Big O on the grass around 9 o'clock. We had a barn burner yesterday, 2 solid hours. And, at the end, he said, man, I could go another hour. I said, whoa, dude, all right. Looks like it's paying off. So look, guys, what I've got for you today is we're to talk about serve and volley. And not that I'm encouraging you to change to be just a serve and volley player. Certainly in doubles, you ought to be doing it a lot more often than not. But there's 3 benefits I want to kind of point out that if you were to serve and volley for one practice set on every serve, not caring if you won or lost that set, but the payoff down the road in terms of the benefits you would get from doing that, I want to point that out to you today, encourage you to, schedule someone and, just do it. So look, before guys, we get into this serve and volley thing today, couple of reminders. If you're new to web tennis, welcome. And I've got some free courses for you. I've got, if you go over to webtennis.com, just drop in a first name and email address, you'll get access to those courses. The most popular one is the top spin, second serve, how to help eliminate just about every double fault. If you're throwing in too many double faults, or maybe you're getting that second serve in, but it's just sitting up, letting that returner unload on it. I want to help you get some more racket speed, get a better high quality spin that gets a nice bounce out of that box over there. So again, webtennis.com, and you can get access to those courses. Guys, if you're into technique, or if you're into tactics, or anything that you actually are serious about becoming a better player, then if you're over at YouTube, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get alerted every time I go live like we are today, or if I upload pre-recorded content for something that'll help your tennis game. And then look, if you're specifically kind of want to learn more about serve and volley, then hit that like button if you're over YouTube or Facebook. So I know that I need to pump out more video for you on this specific topic. And guys, then finally, look, if there's some part of your game you're not figuring out, struggling with, let me help you. Maybe I've got the answer for you. Might not, but I might. What I do offer is private one-on-one Zoom coaching. And it's a pretty cool way. It's obviously a different arena than being on the court with you. But I do record the session, and so that you've got an audio and also a video recording of it that you can reference. If you got any interest in that, Brent at webtennis.com, let me know, and I'll be happy to get back to you with the details on how it works. So guys, today, let's get into why I think you ought to be going out there from time to time and just throw in one entire practice set of serve and volley, literally on every serve. And I don't care if you've got a slow second serve, do it anyway, because you're going to take this practice set and you're not going to worry about winning it. It's actually going to be an opportunity to work on 3 things. And so let me get that up here for you. And hang there with me. Here we go. It's a Chrome tab right there. And it is, where'd it go? Oh, I've lost it. Hold on, guys. This is great. Okay. Had it all prepped, and now I must have closed it down. Blah, 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 blah. Hang in there with me. And come here, man. What's going on as I... Here we go. Oh, didn't want that one. I think it's this one here. This is great, man. This is great. Come on. Of course, my internet connection is like woefully slow. There we go. Wow. What do we got? Little mice running it today? Unbelievable. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. I think it's that one right there. Yowza. All right, let me get us back where we can actually see this thing. How about that right there? Okay, so my apologies. So look, and I just want a quick reminder, upcoming this week on Thursday, we've got Jim McLennan, who's going to join us as a special guest. He's going to talk about footwork, a guy who is really an expert in this area of the game. Going to talk about footwork, maybe something called the gravity step as well. And then Friday, we've got Jeff coming back. Jeff was with us this weekend. I think it was Sunday. And one of the things he talked about was his off-court training routine, and he promised he'd come back on and share exactly what he does, right? And you know, what are the training aids that he uses. So those guys will be with us this week, Thursday and Friday. So look, serve and volley, one practice set, every serve, be willing to lose a set. And maybe the biggest benefit here is going to be with your serve. You know, too often if we are serving and staying back, you know what happens is we don't really get that toss out in front enough. It's sort of kind of on top of the baseline. I mean, worst case, it's behind the baseline. If we weren't to hit it and it was to land, be back there. We don't get much racket speed with that toss placement there. So if you think of serve and volley, I mean, you know, what's the goal of the serve? Well, obviously the goal of the serve is to be able to efficiently move you forward, right? As you come out of that, as you come out of your service motion. So the serve technique can become better, even if you eventually serve and we don't say serve and stay back. We say serve and stay forward, meaning that if you're not going to serve and volley, you're still going to toss in front, you're to serve and land a foot or so inside the baseline, and you're going to get more power, a better quality spin with that toss placement there. And even though you're landing inside the baseline, does that mean that that the returner over there is going to constantly pound it at your feet? No, not at all. And in fact, if you land inside the baseline and you hang out there for the return, the chances are good that if you get a short ball, you are ready to jump on it, right? So with serve and volley, obviously we want to toss slightly in front so that we can efficiently move forward. One of the things you've got to be careful of in serve and volley is that you stay tall as you make contact so that you don't hurry to start moving in, right? So sometimes with the serve is we're going through the service motion and we're not really thinking about completing the motion itself. We're really thinking about, I got to get in. And what you do is you jackknife at the waist a little bit too early, and don't hit the high quality serve that you could if you would stay tall, right? If you would stay tall as you make contact so that you don't hurry that thing up, is that you efficiently come out of your serve on balance so that you can pick up the return more quickly. That means visual contact with the ball. If you're jackknifing, even if you get the serve in, if you're jackknifing the waist, you're probably got the upper body too far in front, slightly off balance, and you're visually not going to pick up that return as early as you could if you come out of your service motion on balance. So look, that's really benefit number one is really working on your serve and not rushing through. Even if we serve and stay forward, you know, we sometimes hurry up the finish of the serve to get ready for the return. You got to start feeling comfortable that you can stay tall at contact, that you don't have to rush the finish just so that you get ready for that return. Number two is a transitional shot. You're going to be able to work on your split step, right? And we'll be doing this with Jim on Thursday. But the whole key with the split step here is to make sure that you are on balance. And one of the ways to feel that is working on soft hands, right? I think too often what happens is we go into our split step And either we're early with the split step, we're late with it, or even if the timing is perfect on the split step, we get a little grippy, we get a little tense with our hands. And the entire body starts to tense up. You want to make sure that when you go into that split step, there's no reason for having any kind of grip pressure at all. You really should keep the hands relaxed so that you visually make better contact with the ball, but so that you react to the direction of the ball, either to your right, either right at you, or to your left. And that the whole purpose of the split step is what, right? Is so that the next shot, your transitional shot, you get to create the right spatial distance away from the path of that incoming ball, right? Meaning that if the ball's to your right, you want to come out of that split step so that you're spacing yourself just the right distance away from the path of that ball so you can play your next shot, right? And the split step obviously is if the ball's played right back at you, the return's played right back at you, that you can choose, well, I'm going to play this to my right, I'm going to play this to my left, but that you come out of it in such a way that's the first thought is, well, what's the spacing I need? I think too often what happens is players get a little strong in the hands, they see the return, and all they want to do is just get rid of it. All they want to do is just get rid of that shot, get the thing back over there. And spacing is typically not right. Contact points typically not right. So the transitional shot here, you're going to be able to really, really improve upon it. And here's something that I really want you to be thinking about is just like I said, we get a little jumpy with this shot, and even if you have the right spacing, we tend to want to get rid of the ball too early. You got to wait to receive the ball in its perfect, for you, your unique ideal point of contact. Could be a transitional volley, could be a transitional half volley, could be a transitional, you put the brakes on with a split step, the ball bounces up, and then you play, a comfortable approach shot. I'm not saying that you go into the split step and come into a dead stop, because just so that you can wait for the ball, even though you might be moving your body forward as you play your transitional shot, that does not give you license to be able to reach in front, right? And get off balance when you make this shot, when you make your transitional shot. And then the third shot is, I can't tell you what it's going to be, right? I mean, it could be a volley, it could be a half volley still, it could be an overhead. But what I want you to start doing is getting comfortable with making this third shot. Just make it, right? And I'm telling you, if you'll just make it, a lot of the time that third shot is not going to come back, whether it's a volley, whether it's a little drop volley, maybe it's a little pickup half volley dropper, I don't know, overhead to a corner, right? But if you'll just think about making it and not thinking like, I want to get out of the point, I want to end this point, that you're going to discover that third ball just doesn't come back, right? That ends up being an outright winner. And so what you're doing is can you consistently, and I should probably put a little question mark here, can you consistently make the first three shots? And I did an interview with Erica Smith, Northern California, I don't know, close to 25 gold balls. Obviously, the girl can play a little bit of tennis. I asked her in the interview, I said, what's your favorite drill? And she was prepping for a tournament, and this was a doubles drill where they're playing, cross court points, just her and her practice partner, and they're just playing cross court, right? And all she's thinking about is, I just want to make the first three shots. The serve is one, or the return is one. The transitional shot is two, and then the next shot is three. And she knows, hey, if I can get comfortable making three shots, then you know what? Good things are going to happen. So, guys, let's do this. Commit the next practice match you play. And I'm thinking more singles. I mean, if you're playing doubles and you're serving and staying back a lot, then I would highly encourage you to serve and volley for one set. And look, in singles, if you get beat, 6-0, all right, at least you get three. You get three games in there. Doubles are going to be even less. So I still would encourage you, serve and volley for one set. Commit to it. Every serve could be a first serve, could be a second serve. And even if you lose the set, the payoff down the road is going to be huge. So where are we? Let's see. Let me get us back here. And there we are. So are you willing to do it? You know, Jeff talks a lot about, Jacqueline talks a lot about practice. Are you willing to try something that you're working on, even if it means that you lose that set 6-0? A lot of players aren't. I mean, a lot of players just don't have the stomach to be able to put up with losing a set against a player that you might normally beat. So if you can't do that, then you know what? You're going to stay stuck at that level you're at. And look, this message is for those of you guys and gals who really are interested in becoming a better tennis player. And part of the path of becoming a better tennis player is you got to go out and do stuff that you're uncomfortable with, just so that somewhere down the road, the payoff is going to work. So that's my advice for today. Next time you're out there, a practice set, serve and volley, and again, your serve is going to get better. You know, your transitional shots are going to get better, and if you just make that third shot, you're going to be dangerous. Now, you're probably going to throw in a few double faults just because you're trying to come out of that serve too early to get ready as you come in. All right. Then when that happens, adjust, right? Adjust to the next serve. Is that, look, I'm going to stay tall on this one. Whether it goes in or not is not the point. The point is that you got to stay tall and not hurry getting through the serve just to be able to get an extra 2 inches closer for your transitional shot, right? So all good stuff. All right, guys, listen, I hope this has helped. I really want you to get out there and try it. And when you do, get back to me. You can leave a comment either wherever you are on Facebook or YouTube. You can direct message me at Facebook, or you can send me an email, brent@webtennis.com. Let me know how it went, what you learned from it, and what your takeaway was, and all that good stuff. All right, guys, it is time to get out there today and help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, a reminder, this Thursday, Jim McLennan, this Friday, Jeff Jacklich. Put those on your calendar so you make sure you don't miss those sessions with those guys at around 7 Pacific time. Guys, I'll see you again tomorrow.